Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow with the exact power to shape your body, your health, your finances, even the way people treat you, simply by changing how you think. No, this isn't hype. It's exactly what a mysterious spiritual teacher from the early 1900s taught to students like Neville Goddard, and it's the reason they could manifest their visions with astonishing accuracy. His name was Abdullah, and in this video, I'm going to share the core secrets from his rare teachings, the ones that could change how you create your reality starting today. But before we dive in, here's a warning. Once you know these, you can't unknow them, because you'll start seeing proof of them in your own life, almost instantly. Abdullah said something most people completely miss. If you can't see it perfectly in your mind, you'll never see it perfectly in your life. He compared it to an artist painting a vase. Imagine a potter who's studied almond blossoms for years, their exact shade of silvery white, the way each petal curves, how the branch bends under their weight. When he paints, the flowers seem alive. Now, picture another artist who only glanced at them once. His version looks flat, lifeless, wrong. The same is true for your dreams. If your mental image is vague, I want more money, I want to be healthy, your reality will be just as blurry. Abdullah's first command: get obsessed with the details. Study your desire until you can close your eyes and feel it, smell it, hear it. If it's health, know exactly how your body moves, how your energy feels at its peak. If it's wealth, see the numbers, the places, the specific experiences it creates. Because once the picture in your mind becomes perfect, creation is no longer a struggle. It's just tracing over a masterpiece you've already finished in spirit. Most people treat manifestation like a lottery ticket. They want the mansion, the perfect relationship, the complete life makeover tomorrow. Abdullah warned against this rush. He said it's like forcing a rose to bloom by pulling its petals open. You might get the shape, but you've killed the life inside. Instead, he told students to start with what's within reach right now. A small healing, a minor improvement in finances, a single act of harmony in a troubled relationship. Each success plants a seed of unshakable confidence, and these seeds grow into massive demonstrations that storms can't tear down. Skipping this stage is like building a skyscraper on sand. One test, and it collapses. But if you can move the grain of dust in front of you today, tomorrow you'll move a pebble. Soon, the mountain will be gone. And Abdullah knew the fastest way to start moving that mountain began before the sun even came up. Abdullah compared it to tuning an instrument before a concert. If you tune it first, the music is pure. If you try tuning it mid-performance, it's chaos. Your mind works the same way. If you rush into the day without aligning it, you're playing out of tune, and every event will sound wrong. That's why he told students, before you speak to another soul, connect to the Creator. 5 minutes, gratitude, stillness, praise. It's not just nice, it's strategic. That early alignment sets a frequency that problems can't stick to. It makes you a walking zone of harmony. And the results? You don't just survive the day. You glide through it like the music was written just for you. But even harmony won't save you if you're still chained to the biggest lie about who you are. Abdullah shattered one of the deepest illusions. You are not your body. The body is clay. You are the potter. Yet most people live as if the clay commands the potter. They're saying, I'm sick, I'm old, I'm weak. Abdullah flipped this upside down. Your body is a canvas. Your thoughts, your identity, your inner state, these are the brush and paint. When you change the artist, the art changes automatically. The moment you stop being the body and start directing the body, you escape its limits. You don't wait for it to heal, you instruct it to heal. You don't hope to look vibrant, you embody vibrancy until the body has no choice but to follow. And that's also why he warned against giving any outside force control over you, even the ones that seem positive. Abdullah didn't mince words. Charms, lucky signs, horoscopes, all of it was mental poison. Why? Because the moment you believe something outside you can bless or curse you, you've handed over your throne. He taught that nothing, no star, no object, no ritual, can touch you without your consent. When you know your oneness with God, you are the authority. You stop looking for signs because you realize you are the sign. The shift is instant. Fear of bad luck evaporates, and your energy stops scattering in 1,000 superstitious directions. But to truly live in that authority, you have to hear the one voice that can't be faked. Beneath the noise of life, the mental chatter, the fear, the constant opinions of others, is the still small voice. It's not loud, it doesn't compete for your attention, but when you hear it, there's no mistaking it. Abdullah said this inner voice is God's direct guidance, and it never lies. It doesn't shout, it doesn't explain itself, it just knows. But here's the catch. You can't hear it if your mind is drowning in panic or busyness. Silence, prayer, meditation, that's the doorway. And once you learn to hear it, you never want to make a decision without it again. And when that voice speaks, Abdullah had a way of turning its guidance into instant, visible results. Abdullah's method of prayer wasn't a vague wish list. He called it treatment, a spiritual act with surgical precision. Step 1. Deny the lie. If someone injured their foot, the first words were not, "Oh no," they were, "No accidents are possible to God's man." Quick, decisive, absolute. Step 2. Affirm the truth. He'd say, "They shall bear thee up, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone." Not 100 random affirmations, just one, targeted like a laser. He trained his students to rehearse these in calm times, so that in crisis, the right thought snapped into place instantly. Because when the arrow is already notched and ready, you don't miss the target. And yet, even the sharpest arrow can fail, if you don't understand the one law that multiplies every blessing you send out. Abdullah lived by this. If you want more of anything, give it away. He didn't just mean money. Give love, give encouragement, give healing, because whatever you send out returns to you multiplied. Fear of giving, he said, is proof you believe God's supply is small, but when you realize you're just a channel for infinite good, you stop clinging and start flowing. And in that flow, you can't be empty for long. The universe rushes to refill you. But to truly give from that place, you have to start where everything begins. And most people never go there. Abdullah often took students back to the phrase, "in the beginning." Before a tree, there's a seed. Before a house, there's a blueprint. Before anything exists, there's thought. That thought substance is where creation happens. Faith is the power that shapes it, not frantic hoping, but calm certainty. It's like flipping a switch and knowing the lights will come on. Hold the vision, trust the process. Even if it looks like a pile of debris now, the masterpiece is already complete in the unseen. And when you live from that level of faith, you stop begging for change and start ruling over it. This was Abdullah's final and most explosive truth. Now are we the sons of God. You are not a beggar in the universe. You are the child of the King. Your authority, your nobility, your freedom, they're your birthright. When you embody this, fear can't touch you. You stop waiting for permission. You stop asking, "Am I worthy?" and start declaring, "I am." From this state, manifestation isn't forced, it's natural. Abdullah's students walked taller, spoke bolder, and created more, not because life chose them, but because they remembered who they were. And that's the question Abdullah leaves us with. If you truly remembered who you are, what would you dare to create tomorrow morning? So here's the truth. Abdullah didn't just teach ideas. He handed his students a mirror, and in that mirror they saw who they truly were. Not a struggling human, not a victim of fate, not a body that gets sick, ages, and fades away, but a creator, a ruler, a son or daughter of the Most High. Every morning you wake up, you're holding the brush. The world you see tonight will be painted by the thoughts you choose today. You can keep tracing the same old picture of fear, limitation, and doubt. Or you can pick up Abdullah's challenge. Before the sun rises tomorrow, take 5 minutes. Tune your mind. See your perfect concept. Feel it until it's real. Then walk through the day as if you were wearing a crown you didn't have to earn because it was yours from the beginning. Because in Abdullah's words, when you align with the Father within, nothing is impossible.